you played with several bands such as Soy War, Armageddon, Time Requiem, among others. How did you start getting involved in so many gigs?
I mean, in Sweden, is kind of a small country, and we live in the town we live in is about 100,000 people. So, and that's like the 10th biggest city in Sweden or seventh biggest in Sweden. So, we don't have that. It's only 10 million people in Sweden. So, and at that point, when I started playing, we were maybe 7 million. So, and it was small. So everybody kind of knew each other, and not that many people played metal drums in those days. So I guess it's everything is through context. When you get one gig, and then another band wants a drummer, and they say, "Well, Peter is he's a metal drummer, and he always shows up prepared, and stuff like that, and he will make a good gig out of it." So that was kind of through recommendations and everything. And then in the end, I just ended up playing on a lot of albums, actually. I've been playing on, I don't know, 30 albums or something like that, maybe. So with a lot of different bands. So yeah, through, I always say, it's just, it's very important to be easy to work with. And that's been my goal, look people in the eyes, and say hello properly, and be kind and show up in time, and also be prepared. And when you play gigs and stuff, so I get that also helps, to get more gigs. That's easy to work with, and you show up prepared.
Nice. Would the 2023 Peter Wildoer have any tip for the drummer, for the Peter who auditioned, that could make him perform better and get a better chance?
I mean, for drummers who want to audition, as I said, I mean, you want me to give some tips for younger drummers? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I already said those part. I mean, to me, that at least what I have experienced from my part is like to be kind, show up in time, and learn what you're about to play. If you have those three things, then you actually you are prepared, and because there are drummers who are super great, super nice guys, but they don't play drums that well. And there are drummers who play really well drums, but they're not easy to work with. So if you have all those things, show up in time, be kind, and be easy to work with. Not that everybody should like step on you, or it's not about that. It's about being a team player. That's what it's about. And of course, practice. Be good at your instrument. And today, I mean, I just had a discussion with a few of my drum students today, and we were discussing like old school. I mean, older drummers, like so. I mean, we were talking about. I actually mentioned Pete Sandoval from Morbid Angel, because when I heard Morbid Angel the first time, that was the fastest shit around. And then when I heard Sean Reynords playing drums on Human album with Death, if you play that good, people want to play with you. But today there are so many great musicians out there. Just have a check on YouTube. There is always this girl or guy that are 5 years old, and they play Darkane songs twice the tempo that I can play. And so it's very much more about, there are so many, you have to be good at your instrument. Of course, you have to be good at your instrument. But then in the end, it also, the other things also, be a cool guy to work with, or cool girl to work with, and yeah, show up in time.
This is really nice to hear, because I really agree with you. There are some great musicians that think that just because they're great is all they need.
Yeah.
They don't need to be nice. They don't need to get on the rehearsal on the right time.
No,
They feel
exactly.
they feel they kind of are replaceable, but nobody's irreplaceable. There are a
No.
lot of great musicians out there.
There are too many musicians that are super skilled. So you have to have all those parts, actually. So no, but I think that's really important, and the music scene looks different today than it did. I mean, I'm I'm older, so but the music scene looks different from when I started playing. I mean, imagine when I started playing drums, I hadn't seen like video of any of my favorite drummers. You couldn't get that. Maybe you got some VHS copy of some gig somewhere, but that was like the seventh generation of video cassette. You couldn't hardly see anything. So, and today it's easy to get what you are supposed to do, what you need to learn. So the what you have to learn and what you want to play, that's easy to find out on internet, on YouTube. But then you have to make the hours of work to put into it. So I mean, you get, just by watching YouTube videos of good drummers, you won't be a good drummer. You have to play drums or guitar or bass or whatever, clarinet or trumpet or whatever you want to play. So I mean, you have to put in the hours, of course. And but if you do that and you stay, a cool person to work with, then you're all set.